Hi, welcome back to Higher Ed Now, here with Steve Ludwig, Regent, University of Colorado. Steve, for this final segment, really just want to get at related issues here that outside the four questions, but really can be summed up by one question, which is what types of data, other than things that appear on the balance sheet, are useful in dealing with financial situations, issues overall?
Well, if you look at efficiency, so which is very, very broad. So one of the areas you can say, okay, are we using our physical plant the most effective way we can? What does that mean in plain English? Are classes being utilized well? Meaning, are we building more space to accommodate people's schedules? Or are we building more space because we're out of capacity? Our flagship campus, Boulder, which is a traditional campus, has a hard time getting classes after 4:30 or 5 at night. And there's not a lot of classes taught on Fridays. A couple years back, I downloaded the fall schedule. And I just counted by department how many classes are being taught on Friday compared to the rest of the week. 3%, 2%, 5%. The biggest I found was 10%. One I was concerned was 0, but I was told that that's not correct. And so when you look at those things, it's like, how is this possible?
You took it upon yourself to download the data. Should boards be looking at these data as a matter of course? Should it be provided to the board on a regular basis?
Anything you ask for that you think will help you do your job better, you need to get access to as a board member, period.
Well, not just access generally speaking, but also just the timeliness of access. Do you find that, in your experience, that you or the board receives the information they need with enough lead time to make big decisions like approval of capital projects or new programs?
We've pushed, that's gotten a lot better over the years. So we have process for major capital programs. There's a long process that goes through the appropriate stuff. These big expenditures, we have to approve certain contracts, and a few of them were coming to us late, and we pushed back, saying, "You're asking us to approve this. Give us some time." And so they've adjusted to that. Because if I said, "All right, I haven't seen this before, and I want you to approve it today," it'll be no. No. It's like, I'm a fiduciary. This is irresponsible if I don't have time to at least think about it and look it over, although I trust you.
So with approval of programs, and sometimes boards come across a situation where a new academic program is being proposed where it's being represented that it'll be cost-free, that it'll be funded through existing programs, existing resources. What's your take on that? What should...
It doesn't pass the smell test, and I don't know how to, quite frankly, and I don't know how to get at it yet. So when they say, oh, shiny, I was told for years that buildings didn't cost anything because research indirect cost recovery was going to pay for it all. It's complete bullshit. With new programs, it's harder to get into the math because they say we're drawing from this and we anticipate this. So what the University of Colorado did that was new in the last few years, and this is thanks to my fellow regents, certainly not me, but it's a great idea, is a follow-up report on new programs. So you told us this program was going to do X by X. So check in. So you said this, where are you now?
How effective has that been?
It's good for everybody because there's a thing of we don't want to create extra work, but it's a trust but verify issue. And like show us, demonstrate us that your numbers came out okay.
So just bringing this full circle, we've talked about the four questions trustees should ask, and those are...
how much cash do you have? Where is it? What's it for? Have we approved it?
So does it stop there? What is the... let's say that the board has approved something. What's the appropriate follow-up?
That's a great thing. So if you're building a building, did you keep on time and schedule? And if you didn't, why not? And how are we going to address that? Those are, especially the bigger the projects get, the more check-ins you need to have about cost overruns. And sometimes you need to let people know, we don't have the expertise to get this done in-house. We need to bring someone in to help us. So on that, have we approved it? So have we approved a program? How's the enrollment going? Are they matching the numbers you said? How's that going? Just check-ins on stuff, not ad infinitum and not indefinitely, but have that check-in mechanism, which helps everyone.
Thank you so much, Steve. It's been a pleasure.
It's been great. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. And thank you, viewers, For more on ACTA's Higher Ed Now series, visit our website at www.goacta.org.